If you guys don't know the difference between a plantain and a banana, you want to watch this show because we have special guest Mark Corey Lee in the studio tonight. Going to be showing us some plantain recipes. Should be so good.
This is your butt. There are many things you can do with your butt. Your butt can make you a winner. You can use your butt to celebrate. If you insist on sitting, at least take your butt around the block. At night, your butt can get you noticed.
Nice butt.
Whatever you do with your butt, get off it.
George always looks before he eats.
Breakfast, lunch, or tasty treats.
Before it hits the table, he checks out the label.
That food info label. Always look before you eat. Get a diet that's complete.
Just check out that food label.
That food info label.
Read it before you eat it.
Little Mo, give it up for Little Mo. We have Billy the Fist, we have Brett, we have Carl, we have Rocky. All right, and we have special guest Mark Corey Lee in the studio today. He's got some really great recipes. Mark, thanks so much for joining us.
Yeah, you bet.
Mark
Appreciate
is a
it.
country western recording artist. You can listen to him, buy his CDs, whatever. He's got a lot of stuff going on. Actually, you have more going on than I do and Little Mo combined.
No, I don't know.
Well, sorry guys, maybe just me. I don't know. Not you guys. You guys work all the time, right?
They can pretend they're playing.
We're working.
How often do you guys perform? I mean, can people go out and actually see
Just
you?
about every weekend we're out.
You're about, but how often are you actually playing it?
We're out every weekend.
You're out every weekend. Great addition to the show. You know, we're getting fan letters all the time about you guys. I don't really want to go into detail about what they say at this point, but they do include pictures, snapshots, and things like that. So anyway, you guys would be happy to hear about that.
And they dropped the paternity suits.
And they dropped the paternity suit too, which is really good. Yeah, so we're happy about that. Anyway, Mark's, you know, when Mark said he'd come on the show, he actually, I said, Mark, what do you like to cook? And your response was?
Anything.
Anything, right? So, but more importantly, he said he likes plantains. Now, I don't know if you guys have ever had a plantain before. You grew up in Latin America, Central America?
Yes, this is a big dish in Latin America.
This is a big dish in Latin America. You actually have these growing
in the backyard.
In your backyard. You
That's
said
right.
that your grandfather, uncle had a crop of these.
Yep.
You know, just go out and pick them.
Growing there.
And you know, I never ate one before. You know, and I guess that's hard to believe. But I bought some there and I opened them up and tried to eat them. The most important thing is you don't skin these like a banana, right?
Nope.
They're not peeled like you normally would peel a banana.
And you can't eat them raw.
And you can't eat them raw because they're kind of a bitter taste.
Yeah.
What's the big, other than that, what's the difference between these and like a banana?
The only similarity is that they grow on a tree just like a banana tree. But aside from that, they taste nothing like a banana, and you don't eat them like a banana.
Now,
They're
do they grow
distant cousins of the banana?
Do they grow year round?
No, only in the summertime.
Only in the summertime.
In tropical countries, mostly in the countries around the Caribbean. That's your geography lesson for the day.
I learned a lot. You guys ever been to the Caribbean before?
Where are we?
This is not the Caribbean.
They eat these in Jamaica. They eat them in Central America. They eat them in Puerto Rico, places like that.
Well, that's cool. And another thing is you said you don't want to eat them until they get ripe.
Yeah.
Because if not, they're bitter.
That's right.
And how you can tell when one of these is ripe is...
They're almost black. These are actually close, if you can see them in the camera, but they're not quite there.
So basically I screwed up when
That's
I
all right.
bought
We'll
these
use
here.
them.
That's
We'll use them
okay.
anyway. They have to be almost black.
I don't know if you've ever seen our show, but we get a recipe and then we kind of get as close as we can to actually making it the right way. But what Mark's going to show us how to do, now this is something that you grew up with as a kid, I guess.
That's
fried
right.
plantains, which is fried in olive oil
and butter.
Let me get this heat. The most important thing you want to do here is you want to get your frying pan up really hot.
And it has to be a heavy frying pan, and these are neither low in sodium nor low in fat.
So it's really no good for you
These
at all,
are
right?
completely bad for you, and they taste great.
And it's just basically plantains, olive oil, butter,
sugar,
fried up sugar,
and make sure you get the ripe ones. That's the key.
The key. And
the way you can really tell is if they have flies around them. They have these
That's a
little
good thing to do.
It's
Those
true.
little
It's the
tiny
way-
things.
That's how
now
you
I
can
have
tell.
those in my kitchen just recently. I noticed, and I don't know if it's because
So
I
you've
bought
got ripe
these.
plantains.
But I don't have a plantain in my house, but I have all the bugs, so I'm trying to figure out,
from the
where
peels.
exactly where they're coming from.
It's from the peels.
The peels of what?
The peels
of these here?
attract. Yeah, the peels
Okay,
attract those
that's good to
bugs.
know. So if you guys have bugs at your house, you have stuff flying around, crawling on your
That's
carpet or
because
whatever.
you have
you
ripe
might have a
plantains.
plantain under the couch you just
That's
forgot
right.
about.
You just
know,
don't
who
realize
knows?
it.
So anyway, we're gonna cook these, and then on the second half of the show, we're gonna cook plantain and chicken curry, which is a chicken breast, and we have a coconut. We're actually gonna cook
A real one.
We're gonna actually open a coconut here live on the show, which I don't think has ever been done on public access television
No.
before. Actually opening like we're quite excited about that.
Good
you
time
know?
for the coconuts.
So we got a coconut, we have plantains, and I think what we'll do, Mark, is we'll get started here. And since I've never actually sliced one of these open before,
I
why don't
will
you
show
us
you
the
how.
technique? Now,
That knife is too wimpy for this. We'll have
so
to
you
use
want the big knife?
We want a big
okay.
knife. We
So
want
go
to do
ahead.
it here?
Go ahead, do your shot there. Keep
All
it,
right.
if you can keep it. Oh, that's okay.
I didn't need that. Okay, we're going to lop off the ends.
Okay, just
As
lop
you
off
bleed
the
to
ends.
death there.
Now, lop off is a cooking term.
That's a
which
cooking
means
term, which means cut off
Cut off
gingerly.
the ends,
That's
okay.
right. We're going to cut it in half.
Now, this is the most important part because if people
is
buy
the
this
important
thinking it's they're going to peel, it's not going to work, right?
That's right. You don't peel them.
Now,
And that one's
that's kind of black in the middle. Is that a good thing, or what is that?
That's just like a dead bug or something.
Just a
you know.
dead bug
I think
that
we're
kinda crawled
okay.
in there.
Yeah,
and
we're okay
died.
as long as the ends are okay.
Okay.
That's what counts.
That's good.
And the camera
Well, while
works.
you're cutting those up, I'm going to throw some olive oil in here and get this.
We're going to
kind
cut
of up
along
to-
the vein of the plantain, otherwise known as a platano for you Spanish-speaking folks.
Now, we were talking earlier, and I said I took many years of Spanish, and I always thought platano meant banana. But now I come here.
In Mexico, they say platano for banana, but it's actually, this is a platano in every other Latin Spanish-speaking country.
And they kind of look like a banana, except they're a little bit on the orangish side, huh?
That's right. And the way you slice them, this is very important. You have to slice them in a diagonal manner.
Well, see, that was the problem when I was making these the other night. Just kind of practicing. I sliced them, like I would slice a banana.
You're actually increasing the surface area that gets fried. That's the scientific
That's always a good thing.
version.
Whenever you can increase a surface area, don't you agree, Billy? And I ever increased your surface
I know you
area?
guys-
Like on a Friday night or something. That's good.
When you're playing music, you always increase the surface
Yeah.
area.
Do we have any kind of platano slicing music? You guys got any of that in your repertoire over there? Maybe
The
just,
steel drums. So we'll slice these guys up.
Billy's going through the song list. Well, I think we
Yeah,
have
he's
something
going,
to do
I
with
don't know.
bananas. I don't know.
So you get a bunch of white guys together with platanos and you get the blues.
It's working good. I think we got a nice blend here.
Make sure it's hot. You already got olive oil in there?
Now, one important thing that you had told me was, this has to be up to a certain temperature, right?
Yes.
Now,
That was platano. Thank you. Thank you. That was the platano music. That's right. Let's hear from platano music. And did you put the olive oil in?
the olive oil's in there, the butter's in
Very
there.
important. You have to use butter and olive oil.
Right. Now, why is that?
To increase the caloric content as much as possible.
To increase the caloric content.
That's right. No, actually, it adds flavor. The olive oil adds a certain flavor, and the butter adds a rich consistency.
Okay. That
Okay.
sounds good. Now,
And
does this
that's,
have to be up to a certain temperature before you throw
you
these
can tell
babies in
because
there?
the butter starts clarifying, for
Okay.
those of you who actually cook at home. It starts turning brown.
Okay.
We'll wait a couple
we
minutes
refer to that
here.
as burning the butter.
That's
more or
burning the
less,
butter.
right?
We could put them in now.
Okay.
Since this is TV and we're not doing this for real.
I got this cranked
right?
up here as high as it goes, so we should
This
be
is
good.
good. They're starting to fry. The key here is these are still, you can smell. You can actually smell that. You were saying that they don't smell like anything. Well, actually, if you get close, they kind of have a
Actually, when I
sort of
smelled
a-
them, my first
sort of a
my-
banana, a green banana smell. If you
My
want.
first thought was when I smelled one is it smelled like a plantain was the first thing that I thought. And then, of
course, you're completely wrong.
Plantain, so.
You smelled that only because of the plantain music
Right.
that they.
And they don't really smell like bananas either.
No, they don't. They're
You guys
an
ever had plantain?
entity unto themselves.
No.
All right, so we fry those guys up. They have to be kind of a golden brown, and the edges just start to crisp.
So how long do they usually take in like the real world?
In the real world, it'll take 10 minutes per side. You'll flip them over in about 10 minutes, and
Now I went and I
they'll be
got
all set.
these. These are actually plantain flipping tongs.
Okay, that'll
and
work.
you can buy these, so you just you don't want to flip them too early, right? That's
No.
the wrong thing to do.
If you
Now-
flip them too early, they keep that taste. Actually, by cooking them, you're getting rid of that bitterness that you tasted when you tasted them raw. It gives them a real sweet, kind of a nutty flavor.
Okay.
And that's nutty as in nuts, not as in crazy.
Okay, I'm following you. Well, this is good. You're teaching us a lot here, which we don't normally get someone here that actually teaches us how to cook.
That's right.
So it's always a good show when we actually learn something.
These can be fried. They eat them boiled. You can eat them green. There's a green version of this, which looks a lot like the ripe version, but it's green.
Really?
And you mash those up and fry them in butter similar to that, and you eat them like a chip.
Oh, that sounds very interesting. Oh, now is that
That
about
one's
golden
that's
brown
looking
there?
good. See that middle one? That looks
That one
about right.
there?
There you go.
Wow, they're looking real good.
Yeah, those are
okay, what
great.
I'm going to do here is we're going to fry these, and as these are cooking, I'll flip these over, and
good.
then, wow, they're like perfect, aren't they?
Yeah, those are perfect.
like I'm talking like I made these before.
The studio
or something.
audience is drooling.
Yeah, you can
at
tell
thought
the
of ripe
enthusiasm. They're
platanos.
sitting on the edge of their seats to see if they're actually going to turn out.
These in Cuban restaurants are called maduros,
Uh-huh.
which means ripe in Spanish. So if
Okay.
you ever see maduros, that's what they're talking about.
Oh, now there's a burned one there.
That's all right. They taste better that way.
Now is this like a dessert that they
No,
eat
everybody
there?
always says, well, this is sweet, so it must be a dessert, but it's actually a main dish. It goes.
It's a main dish.
Yeah, we'll
no wonder
serve
those
that
people are
with-
so thin down there.
That's
Yeah,
right.
it's,
We'll serve it
they're
with
eating these things all
sour
the
cream,
time.
and you eat it with rice and beans is the traditional way of doing this.
Oh, very good. Okay, we're going to let the. I guess they probably have another minute or so.
Yeah, about
there?
another minute. Interestingly enough, in Mexico, you'll never see these, which is kind of interesting. They
You'll
don't.
never see them.
You'll never see them. They don't eat them in Mexico. Only in other countries
Oh, that's
besides
interesting.
Mexico.
That's
right.
Well, why don't we'll take a plate here because I'm sure you probably want to drain the grease, although that's not something
No,
we
you
actually.
don't want to.
Oh, you don't want to drain the grease, so just you want a bowl so we can get all the.
You could just put them on the plate. Then what we'll do is we'll get some sugar together here.
Okay. Okay. Well, we're doing. I'm going to start on the second recipe here because that might be a little bit more involved. All I'm going to start doing it's a chicken and plantain curry. Now this is a chicken breast for you people just new to cooking shows. This is a chicken breast, guys. Chicken breast.
Chicken breast.
That'd be a chicken breast there. Okay. Now what we're going to do is we're going to put the breast in the boiling water here, and we're going to boil the chicken breast. Hey, if you want to just jump in there, Mark,
Yeah, I'm
that
going
would
to
really
flip
help
these
me a
guys
lot.
over to keep these guys.
As you can
going
see, about 50
correct
minutes into
way
the show,
here.
I kind of got so much going on here, I can't keep control of
Can't keep
anything.
control. There you go.
So,
We're looking good. These are about done.
are they?
Yeah, just about.
Okay, so we'll put that on there.
These tongs are very unplatano-like.
Well, I actually
That's
have
okay.
a smaller version
These
here.
will work for
but,
now. These are for like turning giant rib things.
like the Flintstones would use. Yeah, okay. So then you would, you kind of flip those over.
Flip
and-
those over.
Now that might be hot. Is that hot? It's
all right.
That
Good.
burnt, didn't it? That's
No,
pretty hot.
it's all right.
Whoa! How did you do that? Huh?
It's all in the speed. You got to do it quick. I used to work in a restaurant.
I did too. I guess my hands became kind of wimpy since I haven't worked in there for a while. That is like really, come over here and put your hand on this. No, just put your tongue right here, just for the heck of it. Rocky's going, I want to touch it. I want to touch it.
Those guys are about done, actually.
Oh, wow, that's amazing. I thought I could really handle hot. Okay, you want to pull those out, I guess?
Yeah, let me pull those out. Let me turn this guy off.
Okay. Now the other one. There you go.
Turn them off. We'll grab our platano grabbers here. Put them on
Wow.
the plate. These are going to be good. I can smell them already. You guys smell these? It's got that caramely,
They kind of
sugary
smell like olive oil and burning butter.
Yep, that does it.
That's good.
And these are not dessert, although you may think they are.
Well, now you add powdered sugar and you add
No, regular sugar.
Oh, regular sugar,
yeah.
okay. And then you can kind of put a dollop of sour cream on
That's
the top.
right. We'll add some sugar here with a.
I just like saying dollop.
We'll add
But
it.
go ahead and
We'll add a tablespoon or a teaspoon, whatever you got, or hardened
just kind
sugar
of
here.
chop that stuff. It's been sitting in my garage for about 2 weeks. Might be a little hard. Just kind of break it up there if you could.
I'll just work around the cockroach there, the
you go,
bottom.
yeah.
Okay, there it is. All right, we just sprinkle sugar over these guys like
Okay.
this, even though they're not a dessert. That's right. Remember that.
Now we
And
just
there you
put
go.
a little thing on the
Little
side there.
thing of
How's
sour
that?
cream, and
Wait.
there you go.
Oh.
Are you ready for a presentation?
Oh yeah, parsley.
Little
It's
sprig
all
of
in the
parsley.
garnish. Look
That's
at
right.
that. I mean, that's
There
beautiful.
it is.
Ah, look at that.
There it is.
Anyway, when we come back, we're going to be making chicken and plantain curry with Mark Corey Lee. Mark Curry Lee.
Good job.
And Little Mo. Thanks so much. We'll be right back after this very important message.
Mustang Sally. Guess you better slow your Mustang down. Mustang Sally.
Hey, you! You fellas must be strangers around here. I better straighten you out.
Something wrong, officer?
You just happen to be violating Section 17B, Article 4. That's all that's wrong.
The safety belt law.
Oh, we never wear safety belts. We're dummies.
Now, look, you happen to be talking to the law. Don't you get smart-nosed with me.
How are we going to pay for this? We're always broke.
Let's get that vehicle out of here.
You could learn a lot from a dummy. Buckle your safety belt.
Here's a not-so-fun fact, Vince.
And what is that, your Larryness?
A rollover happens every 10 minutes.
How long have we been driving?
9 minutes and 58.
You could learn a lot from a dummy. Buckle your safety belt.
Oh, this job is wearing very thin.
Ready to roll all night long.
Mo! Give it up to Little Mo! All right. Thanks so much, guys. Hey, we've got Mark Corey Lee in the kitchen tonight. We just made some fried plantains in the audience. You like those things? They're good, huh? Good stuff. Well, we're gonna stop the excitement here. We're gonna make something else here with curry. And you like curry stuff, Mark?
I love curry.
Oh, you do? Then you might like this. And then I guess at the end of the show, you're going to stick around and do a song for us?
Yeah, I'm going to do a song with these guys.
Cool. Oh, you're going to do a song with these
Yeah,
guys?
yeah.
Oh, rock and roll melds with country western.
We just learned it on the break,
Very
so that
cool.
should be a...
And you just learned it on the break. You just learned on the break, but you haven't left this area here. That's
No,
pretty
that's
good.
true.
I mean, these are musicians,
I yelled
folks.
it
These
out.
are professionals.
That's right.
Okay,
Don't try this at home.
What we have here is called a chicken and curry plantain. What I have in here now is I have onions and I have diced up apples.
Why don't I cut you up a new
Go ahead,
plantain
slice
here.
me up a plantain. And I also have a chicken breast here that I have to dice up too. Ingredients-wise, it has apple, onion, plantain, a chicken breast, which is very good for you, right? Low in sodium, I don't know, but it still tastes darn good. So we have that. And you want to, after you cook your chicken breast, you want to reserve the liquid here because that's where all the juice is in the chicken, is right here in this little thing right here. It's called stock, more or less. It's a cooking term. Okay, so we'll add a little bit of water in there just to kind of bring it up to about probably a half a cup.
You want these cubed sliced?
You know what? I like the technique you used before, the angle thing. You know, the
angle
more
thing.
surface.
We'll do
what do
the
you call it?
more surface area.
More
That's
surface
right.
area.
Increasing the
That always works.
surface
Anything
area.
to say? Surface area is good. Yeah. Oh, the audience likes it too.
They like it.
Yeah.
A lot. Yeah.
So we have our little medley of onions and apples cutting here.
Medley, I like that.
That's like, now if you want to get more surface here, why don't you just cut it lengthwise in half?
Because it's just not the same.
It's just not okay.
It's not the
that pretty much
same.
answers the question. Huh? Okay, why don't we go ahead and we'll put these. Let's put these in a little dish right here so I can slice up this breast.
There you go.
And then also we're going to use fresh coconut. Now I don't know if you guys have ever
real life
coconut. Let me before we do that, let me. And you just want to cube the chicken breast too. Boil it up and then cube it in some probably half-inch square. Yeah, some cubing music. Yeah, you guys are pretty versed in everything, huh? So we're going to take that. We're going to throw that right in this mess right here, and then we're going to. You ever cut open a coconut, Mark, and do anything with coconut?
I have, actually.
The secret is, from what I understand, is you got these 3 little holes here.
That's right.
Okay, and you want to kind of drain the milk out, before you crack it open, because if you don't drain the milk first,
It
it'll
makes
make
a mess.
Right? So I'll take this thing, and you just want to poke the hole in here like this. Sure.
Yeah. Good luck. Personally, I use a hammer, but hey, whatever.
You know what? We may be cracking this thing open with. Oh, there you go.
There it goes.
There. So you want to pop that thing open like this, and it would be nice if you could do another one so you have kind of like an air hole, kind of a thing, but I don't think that's going to be happening. Okay, good enough. Okay, so we'll put that in there like that, and we'll drain the milk out.
Here, I'll drain.
You want to drain the milk? Oh, that's good. And I'm going to mix this. Now, to the chicken, you want to add a bay leaf. This is a bay leaf right here. It's a great ingredient to add to something like this. For what reason, I have no idea. You guys cook with bay leaves often? Yeah, they're good in Italian.
Actually, if you get the bay leaf, you're considered lucky.
Is that like getting the worm in a bottle of tequila?
Absolutely.
Oh, very good. Now, how often have you gotten the bay leaf?
Every time.
Wow, you're quite the man, Billy. I have a newfound respect for you. Okay, we're going to put that in here like that. We're just going to let that cook. And then the only other ingredient we want to add to this is the coconut.
The coconut, which is still
drained. And we're
drained.
going to put this chicken broth in here like that. Let that stir up, like so. And then this is best if you serve it over rice. So I have some rice cooked already. And at the end, we're going to put the rice on the plate and just throw this over the top here for the sake of time. But basically, everyone knows how to cook rice, I assume.
I know we do.
Am I assuming too much, guys?
I'm sure the band knows how.
Minute rice, man.
Minute rice.
That's right.
Okay,
Boil in a bag.
so we have our plantains.
See, we're going to say plantains.
I was going to say plantains.
Good man.
You want
good
to
man.
slice up the other one there?
No, no problem.
As a matter of fact, I hate to do this to you because I know you.
I'll use this one.
I was going to ask you to use the smaller knife.
Oh, because
I need this to crack
no
this sucker open right now.
I can do that. There you go.
You know Mississippi Queen? Look at that. Yeah. That's beautiful, huh? Okay, so now we have our coconut. Now, you got to get this meat out of the shell. Do you know how to do this?
You got to just whack it really hard. You just hit the cameraman. He's down. Quick.
It's important that you kind of get the meat out of the shell. Oh. Ah. Now, you people don't think they don't do that in real restaurants where they drop stuff on the floor and then
I used to work in a
serve it to
restaurant.
you?
We actually did.
Can you attest to that? Is
I can
that true,
attest to
Mark?
that. I
mean,
actually cooked in a restaurant, and we did it all the time.
I remember the first job I had in a restaurant, I dropped a veal parmesan on the floor. And I looked at the chef, and I said, should I make another one? He goes, no, go ahead and serve it. It wasn't dirty where you dropped it. You know, and that happens all the time,
All the
honest
time.
to God. You know, you think you're paying $50 for a plate of food. Yeah, they still drop the crap on the floor, let's be honest.
You just have to weigh how dirty the floor is.
Exactly, yeah. You kind of go in and look at the floor, basically. Oh, Mark, this is that's a help by doing that. And try not to cut yourself because we have no insurance on the show. Okay,
and we just lost the cameraman with the...
Now you want to add some heavy cream, okay? Just add the heavy
low
cream.
In sodium, I see.
This
low
is
in
real
fat.
low in sodium. And then we're going to mix that sucker up like this. I didn't even put the curry powder in yet. Okay, that's kind of important. You want to put in curry powder. This is really cool because you can put this in any kind of food, and it turns it lime green. You know, which is anything that's lime green you actually put in your mouth, I think, is a good thing. What you guys, you follow me on that?
This is so attractive right here with all
that looks, yeah, it's a pretty thing, isn't it?
Yeah, with all the dirt and the chicken pieces, it's beautiful.
And now we're going to put a little bit of flour in here to thicken it up. Actually, the flour should have went in before the cream, but
what do you want?
Let's see what happens now. But the flour is actually what's going to thicken this stuff up. Okay, so yeah, it's turning kind of like a, well, I don't even think the crayon company has a name for this color.
That's called carnival vomit.
It does. It looks like something that they scrape off the tilt-a-whirl over at the fair. That's what it looks like to me. It's even got the chunks in it too. You know, why does everything we cook on the show look like an excrement? I don't know. I just don't know why that happened. Okay, so we have our coconut here. Now we're going to. You want to kind of shred it. Yeah. You know, you guys got everything going on over. You guys got everything going on over. I bet it's the first time you actually were out in public and actually made that noise with your guitar, huh? Okay, we're going to turn this down here because it's burned a little bit. Turn this down to low heat. You guys like curry in the audience? You guys eat much curry food? Not today, we're not.
Yeah, they're starving. They'll eat anything at this point.
So we're going to put the coconut in here like that, and just like so. So what we're going to do here, we're going to let this finish cooking. When we come back from our break, we're going to taste this stuff. Then we're going to have a song from Mark Corey Lee, folks. So stay tuned.
And the
It should be
band.
so good.
Once again, folks, item J343 is the Surfing Monkey Coin Bank. It's great for graduations, wedding gifts, and I believe we sold out on this one last time, so please do not let this one pass you by. Now let's go to caller Scott in Nashville.
Hello.
Now, Scott, I understand you just bought 15 of our Surfing Monkey Banks. Is that true?
Yeah. Chill, man. I'm on TV.
Hey, Ellen, want a hit? Want to smoke a joint before trying this on?
Here you go, Helen. You want to get high? We got some great Thai stick in the back.
Smoke. Smoke. Kind buds. Sensi. You're gonna love this stuff. It'll get you really high.
All right, you know what? If there's anyone out there actually watching this, you want to get a hold of these guys, you can get in touch with them by writing Food Rules, P.O. Box 2996, Mission Viejo, that's in California, for all those of you living in a cave, 92690. Now, do me a favor, though. Take a little load off my little pack and use the internet. You can email these guys at dumbcooking@food-rules.com. Oh, don't forget to check out their little website. You know, everybody's got one. www.food-rules.com. Yada, 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 yakety yak. You could skip that last part. I just made that up. But yeah, you could, email them.
Here's some!
Yes! Yes! Ah, Little Mo. I owe my whole career to you guys.
And vice versa.
And vice versa. We're in bad shape, aren't we? Anyway, what we're going to do here is we're going to plate up this curry here real quick. As you can see, it's a pea green. We're going to put over this rice, just like that. It's a beautiful thing. Okay, look at that. Take it, guys. Thanks so much for watching, folks. Good night.
Little sister, don't you? Little sister, don't you? Little sister, don't you? Kiss me once or twice. Tell me that it's nice and then you run. Well, little sister, don't you do what your big sister done? Well, I dated your big sister, and I took her to the show. I went for some candy, and along came Jim Daly, and they snuck right out the door. Little sister, don't you? Little sister, don't you? Little sister, don't you? Kiss me once or twice. Tell me that it's nice and then you're wrong. Well, little sister, don't you do what your big sister done? Ow! Well, every time I see your sister, she's with somebody new. Yeah, she's mean and she's evil like a little old boy weevil. Ain't gonna try my love with you. Little sister, don't you? Little sister, don't you? Little sister, don't you? Kiss me once or twice. Till